Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at your midday money on a Tuesday. Welcome on into the show. I know everybody's missed me. No weekend shows. A little break. Had some running around to do. And do a lot of videos. You notice. Sometimes get the lights. Just need to lay down a little bit. Although I didn't get any good sleep. No extra sleep. I needed some. I didn't get any. It is what it is. I'm back. I did tweet a little bit, not too much. But whatever. Hey, I'm a human. I got family, I got other stuff to worry about. Some days I just need a little break. Been steamrolling lately. I mean, college basketball, college football, NFL season all winding down. Football's over, really. College basketball, I've been really gutting it out. A lot of work. I mean, it's paying off, but some days you need the old V8, as they said. Anyway, subscribe, notification bell on here. On the YouTube channel. Picks and parlays. Winners and whiners. No, I didn't do a winner free pick today. Although it is on Sean Higgs. Am I even put it out on the X? Now it's out on the X. Anyway. Again, Mr. Sean Higgs on the Twitter X world. Like, subscribe, notification bells on for the YouTube channels. Follow them all. Cost you nothing to follow. Hit a like button. It's easy to do. Real easy to do. Put the picks in the chat for everybody. If you're in the Twitter world, 4,559 followers. Picked up a couple today. Who are these guys? Looks like I picked up a 4-pack. I'll take it. I deserve a 4-pack. Of chicken from Popeyes for lunch, possibly. So again, like buttons, notification bells. You can listen after the fact. Whatever you want to do here. We're on YouTube. Midday Money can be found also on iHeartRadio, wherever you get your podcasts, Spotify, wherever. I don't even know. I don't even know where you. I know Amazon. You can go to Amazon Music. I'm on there.
Limit increase.
So you got that going on. You got that going on for you. I don't have them in here. All right. Let's get the banners up here in the chat for everybody. A lot of free picks. We'll say our hellos. We'll say our goodbyes. Saying goodbye. That's from the Muppets Take Manhattan. I enjoyed the Muppets Take Manhattan. College hoops. Here we go. Free picks for midday money. We are 114 and 110 with our free picks here on the show. Now, a little different than our premium content over on Winners and Whiners. We are 247 and 174. Yes, there's a disparity. I don't give everything out for free here. You could subscribe to, premium YouTube on Sean Higgs. You could join up for a weekly pass. There's a link, $31. You're going to get a bunch of games. 60% over 5 dimes of profit for college basketball. Notice I tweet out. I retweeted it. It's real. I know our guy came in and never came back when I said he didn't realize I sold picks. I don't know how you missed that. I'm on a bunch of channels. Anyway, but we'll get these going. We'll be all right here. St. John's over to 147.5. Dayton -9. Charlotte, the 49ers +3.5. Toledo, the Rockets over 164.5 versus Buffalo. Northwestern, money line at home. We're not laying 135 points. No, that is a money line play, folks. Auburn under 155.5. Texas Tech -8. UCLA, the UCLA Bruins, we're going to lay the points here and take the under as well. Under 138.5. Wish I got that 140.5 last night. And a -3 I see now. There are some 3.5s. I do see a 3 out here, though. NBA, nothing but action, baby. The Raptors +5 against the New York Knickerbockers. And on the ice, Montreal, the Canadiens on the puck line, +145. Enjoy it. Enjoy the winners. Timothy's in the house. Oilers in regulation over St. Louis. Blues have been shut out in 2 of their last 3 games. I do have notes. I do videos. I write things down. I do them. I jump on a little morning show sometimes. We talk about every game. I got to have a little something for everything here. So Oilers and St. Louis. St. Louis ended their 4-game slide. I would lean to the puck line here for Edmund. You got regulation 1-5. That's fine. I was saying puck line because I'm going to take the plus money. But yes, lock it over. The King is in the house. JK is here. Cello. Nick Nasty. Yeah, a little right. I mean, it's like, I was going to come in Sunday. Like, I had to do some running around on Saturday. So, like, you know what? Whatever. I'll come back Sunday. And then I was like, let me sleep in a little bit. Of course, I didn't sleep in, but I ended up just having breakfast and going to my mom's, brought some barbecue over. So it was like one of those days where it was just kind of just hanging out. I mean, just to get away, as they say. Sometimes you need to get away. There's Winners and Winers. You can go to their premium site. I'm having a nice little run here. There's my YouTube. Again, subscribe to my personal YouTube because I'll do more like live stuff with Major League Baseball, like in-game and kind of stuff there, as opposed to on these other sites, because if I run a stream or something, I don't want them, bad things happening there. Heating up college hoops 3-0 last night for King D, Northwestern State, William & Mary, under 167.5 in Northern Colorado. So I went 2-1 last night in college hoops. And I was looking at some of these dogs. And I know it's like coulda, woulda, shoulda, after the fact kind of nonsense here. What do we got here? These smaller schools, I marked like if I would have took a bunch of these dogs, and it would have been a monster day if I ran out like an 8-pack. And I was looking like kind of after the fact. These were, I could say that now, but it was literally after I was like, oh, it's February. It's that time of year. I got to start looking at more dogs here. But in the past, I've kind of been hurt with these in conference play, right? But like, if I'm taking bigger kind of dogs here, Alabama A&M would not have covered against Bethune-Cookman. NC Central got there. Jackson State got there. Houston Christian, you would have maybe got an 8. I wrote down 8. I don't know when it closed out. Push there. I had Delaware State minus 3.5. Morgan State covers that number. New Orleans pushed on like a 7 or an 8 there. Maybe you got a win. Coppin State would have covered their dog numbers. Alcorn State I had as a underdog. They won outright. So this is where it's, you could find some games. But again, do I want to just jump in? I've been doing good all year, kind of being selective. Like some days there's more games than others. But I don't feel like, do I want to just come in now after all the hard work for the first 3 months of the year, November, December, winning in January? Do I want to come in and throw that all away thinking I'm going to keep hitting 60%? I know I'm not going to keep hitting 60%. That's really tough to do. Now, last night would have been a all right night. I probably would have picked up a couple more units. Maybe I would have split out. I mean, we had the Alabama. Who knows? It's just something I'm kind of keeping track on for this first maybe week or so, 2 weeks of these smaller SWACs, Southland, OVC kind of conferences. I'm on the Clippers, and Zubiak to get a double like the Cavs. So I really don't want to get into Clipper talk with the whole what's it, Luka, because I'll just end up ranting and raving like a lunatic. And the Cavs, I can get behind some Cavalier action, right? They're a little fave here at home. They're scoring. When they dropped 140 in one game, I like it. I almost use these guys for myself. I almost bet them for myself here. Maybe an overplay as well. I mean, the Celtics, they got hot hitting some threes. It could have got ugly there. I mean, you take 53s, you hit a few, and okay, you covered. Not really impressed, personally, if it's that kind of performance. So now you're playing against a better team. Yeah, I would probably take Cleveland here. Again, I didn't take them. I want to take them. It is what it is. Cleveland's pretty good. These are probably two best teams in the East. Excuse me as I'm loading up plays here, and you hear the phone going off. We are working. I do bet. I do add picks after I bet them here. I got to add them to the premium side of things after the fact. I will actually send these two games out here to YouTube premium members here on Sean Higgs. You'll get them shortly. But yeah, the Celtics have kind of played down. I don't know. Not loving them. I think Cavs are the team to beat here out of the East. Hitting the like button. My guy Jeff, the best exterminator in Louisiana, my guy. I got to go visit this guy. I got to hit one of the books out here. Next time I'm over there, I'll let you know. Or you let me know when you're not working. So when I'm in the area, I can buy you a lunch or something. I'm not much of a drinker, Jeff. Mr. Hill's in the house, my guy. I was on the Suns last night and got killed. Phoenix. This team's terrible. I heard they're looking to trade our guy KD again. I mean, can you imagine your Barkleys and Clyde Drexlers and Hall of Famers? And again, I'm not putting him in Jordan kind of territory, but some kind of Hall of Famer in the 90s getting traded left and right like this guy has. Just a bad look. It's just a bad look. I'll say it. You don't have to agree with me, but you know I'm right. Nick Nasty had a great night. Crushed the NBA. Kings, Wizards, Blazers, money line. Excellent. And I hit Virginia. Virginia, nice win for the VA there over Pitt. And that was one I looked at that game like, ooh, you got to kind of like the over in that one, right? It's like 133. It looked a little low, and then nope. It was a pretty much dead under. Pretty much a dead under. Here you go, Nick Nasty. If you're on, you're one of the specials over here on the YouTube. Locking with the King. Keep riding William Mary. Unders. They're a fast-paced team, but hold their opponents a low shooting percentage. So the Tribe unders. Good to know. Lane's in the house. The only bet I have is UCLA over 153.5. Oh, my goodness. 153 for Euclid, Iowa. Big number. I mean, I got the under just across the road here in USC, and it's a 138. Iowa, Purdue. Okay. Iowa's playing Purdue. Yes, they are. UCLA is playing Michigan State. Got me confused. Rolling with Kentucky has a dog here against Ole Miss. You're getting 4.5. Money line Markel's in the house. He's liking the Raptors today. Money line for Toronto. I like it. I like Toronto here at home. 29-19 ATS for the Raptors, by the way. I like Northwestern play. Line looks a little short, but that's just my thought on that. And Northwestern's dropped a few. USC has won. They've actually won. They've won in Nebraska. They won in Illinois. I don't know. This one here, if I was getting 3.5, 4, I'd take USC. 2, I'm going to take the home team here to get it done. Just win out. Money line it out. Maurice is in the house. Favorite bet of the week so far, Oklahoma State team total under 55 points. Okie State against Houston. Houston off a loss, and they gave up, 80? They're going to come in and bring the hammer? Okay. I was scared of the over in the Cavaliers game, and maybe because I like a playoff game. Defense may be played. They could play defense, but you know what? Boston's still going to shoot 45 three-pointers. Cavs are going to get rebounds. Clippers, Raptors, Trailblazers. I don't hate them, Maurice. Bonnies. Kentucky, Eastern Illinois. The Bonaventure. Against Loshi. All right. Kentucky as a dog. We mentioned them versus Ole Miss. And Eastern Illinois. Against Edwardsville. Catching the 7. So this is one of those. Let me pull up. Does this one kind of go fit one of my old school? Where is this at? This is 638. So this is one that kind of fits into one of my little parameters of what I was talking about last night with Alabama State and some of these swag at Southland games. I like Eastern with you here. You're going to get 7, 7.5. This is one I'm going to be looking at. And you know what? I have to start writing these down from last night to tonight. This is time. It's February. So I got to start marking these down and keep a track for the next week or so. See how they're doing. Because you're going to see now, Maurice, you'll see here in the chat as well. But those on premium stuff who are on Winners, Winers, wherever you buy my College Hoops, you're going to see a lot of dogs coming. And a lot of wacky dogs. You'll be like, what the heck? Who is this? It's that time of year. Where have you been, Maurice? What props do you like for Super Bowl? Nick Nancy for Super Bowl props. Hockey player prop. Pastrnak, Bruins, 1 point with Zaka. An assist. Pastrnak, 0.79 games. Zaka, assist 79. This might as well be in a whole different language here. This is like the teacher in the Peanuts. Like, who are these guys? 13 games on Saturday, which is never me, but all 5 bets on the road, won 7-6, made a little money. There you go. I'd fire away, see what you know so far in the card you like. 13 games gave me a blueprint. Only some updated one. Yeah, listen, huge cards. I haven't been playing them all year, though. I've had a couple, and it's weird because today I have what on the side? I got, 5 games today. The other day I went 5-6, 4-5. What is this day? 3-5, 7-3, 4-3. There's a lot of days like that. 6-3, 4-3, just grinding away. 4-3, 4-3, 4-1, 3-2. I've just been kind of 6-3, 4-3, 4-1, 4-0, 4-1. I mean, this was just a crazy run right here. 2-1. I just, I don't know. I have been doing that. I've been leaving games off. And if they win, they lose, so be it. Why am I going to mess up a good thing? Hi, it's February. And for the last 2 years, February has destroyed me. I have not had good Februarys the last 2 years. I don't lie. They've just been bad. They've just been bad. I don't care how good my season is this year. I'll go back to last year's February. 76 and 84. $98 and 113. This was a nice one. Plus 1,100. 133 and 130, 110 there. So, I mean, you're having a good year. I'm putting out 200 games. I'm crushing it that year. The 2 years after that, sub 500 years. So, I just kind of tread lightly. No shame in that for me. I'm not embarrassed to do that. Why would I be? If you're struggling, you're struggling. And I was struggling, so I'm not going to force it. March is always, with the tournaments, 54%, 55%, not terrible, But yeah, not gonna switch it up. Just because, could I? Why risk it? Devontae Smith over 51.5 yards. Mahomes under 36.5 pass attempts. I like the pass attempts for sure. Love the Gators to bounce back tonight. Took them minus 12. Florida laying it to Vandy. I don't know. I kind of want to take Vandy there. Although on the road, this is where teams have lost. Even the good teams lose on the road. Keeping it classy with the Hickster. All top tier, low class. You know it, fella. You know we roll Playboy. A lot of class, all low. Davidson and Ball State. Here we go. He's against my Dayton. Again, St. John's over. There's Dayton. Charlotte, Toledo over. Northwestern, Auburn under. Texas Tech, UCLA, and the under. Lex likes Davidson. And he's liking Ball State against Akron. Big dog, 14 points. Stop Geo's in the house. Good luck on your bets today. You as well, my guy. Najee Marshall over 9.5 points before the line moves it to 10. PJ Washington rolled out. Najee hit his last 6 without PJ. Najee Marshall. There we go. I don't even know who he plays for. One thing I noticed about Higgs Premium, 1 year he has a down year in Pacific Core, next year is a profitable year in it. Yeah, it's, you have to learn. Again, college basketball last year, not a good year. It was fine, and then this time of year came, and it was bad. I told you my record. Baseball last year was a good year. Year before that, not a good one. Got to bounce back a little bit. So we do. You got to adjust. And even in a losing year, I'm going to adjust as the season goes on. And that's what we do. Does it always work out to get into the plus? No. December, January, horrible for me. College football killed me this year. Yeah, here's the thing. December, January football for you, but that's like an outlier, King, right? Because your regular season is one thing, and then it's December, you're talking bowl games. I had a great bowl season. I just had a great football season overall. I was seeing college football. But it's a tougher rabbit. It just is. It just is. Year before, it was a bad bowl year. I'm like, man, this is terrible. You got guys sitting out. I'm playing. I'm not playing. That's like the outliers I'm kind of talking about, where you got to kind of adjust how you look at things. NFL got me in playoffs. I lost 2 7-unit plays. I'm jaded, so I trust what got me here. See, and the playoffs for me have been good. I've rebounded in the playoffs because it's not the regular season where favorites are just going to win. And I can make a little money in the playoffs. This year, NFL wasn't good. Same baseball. It's down up 24 is number one. Exactly. NFL was great. This year, I had a excuse me, NFL this year, 110 and 102. Not a winning season. It's a 500 season, a little over 500. But Marie, like in a year like this where you see Las Vegas takes a loss in December in football, FanDuel, we got to adjust our earnings in October, November for football. If I'm going to have a season where I finish 8 games over 500 and a losing season there, I feel like I'm on the right side. You know, like if the books are losing, I'm not all that off. You know, I'm not going to adjust for next year. Like football, it's the same. NFL, I'll keep doing what I'm doing. We make money in NFL. Michigan State is a dog for Nick Nasty today. Yeah, 65% of favorites cover. You think I'm going to have a winning season when that happens, Maurice? I'm not. This is not me having a good season. That's me being 500. So I'll take those. I'll take that. And that's a one-off for me. And again, when that's happening, my college football, we're going to talk about college football. We're going to talk about a 60% college football year. I mean, what do we do in college football? 147 and 105. 58%. That makes up for a 8-game over 500 NFL season. College football was our best this year. All I did was bet the home dog in the SEC. Excellent work. I love it, actually. Sometimes losing makes you really appreciate what you have. Well, that's the thing. You're going to lose some games, and that's how good are you? And that's what, you know, the Twitter, Instagram, the Discord people, like, can you handle losses? Like, yeah, I see all your ridiculous wins. What's going to happen when you have a losing season? You're going to have a losing season. This other guy, you know, I've been jumping in like at night. This dude, I think it's Alf, he has these Twitter spaces, and I feel like talking because you got a lot of Discord cats and people, and then there's no like guys who sell. Like, I feel like going in and like talking to these kids. You know, it's just weird. I don't care losing. I mean, if you're not losing, are you even betting? You're gonna lose some. Brandon's in the house, my guy. Good to see you. We'll put the plays back in the chat for one of the last times here. Well, actually, I'm gonna keep adding plays to the chat, but whoa, look at that. Almost gave away some goody gumdrops there. All right. They're in there for you to enjoy. What do we got here? Yes. All right. So St. John's over. See if we get some points in this puppy. Dayton -9. Charlotte plus the 3.5. Toledo over 164.5. Northwestern, we're going to go money line. We are not laying 135 points. Auburn under, because I think they're just going to D it up. Texas Tech -8. UCLA -3. We'll also go under the 138.5. NBA, we got the Raptors. On the ice, we got Montreal puck line. Ninja likes the under in Ole Miss, Kentucky. That's a big number there. I'll go under with you. Not gonna disagree. Listen, am I betting this one? No. Ninja coming in. Good to see the Ninja. Any thoughts for the Rockets and Brooklyn? I would say under the total. You're in a back-to-back for Houston. Don't love that. The Nets don't score. Give me the under. Give me the under. You know why. It's like, that's whatever your bet is. What's your normal bet size? Whether it's $1, 100, 1,000, 10,000. A unit is a average bet size unit. And you should have a average bet size, whether it's 150, 300, 25, 3,000, whatever it is. That's how you break it down. I like a game, I'll play it. Put my usual bet on it. So that's what that is. Nick Nasty, you have to have some kind of baseline for your betting. You don't have that. How are you keeping track of your plays? How are you keeping track? $100. Exactly. Depends what everybody's play is. I'm a huge, I got 500 college basketball games. We're not betting 1,000 across the board. We're between 150, 300 a game, 200 average. I'm a bulk guy. Do I move it as the season progresses? Yeah. NFL, college football, definitely a little higher than that. College basketball can be tricky. Start out easy, don't know how it's going to go. That's the old scaling. Move your bets up as you start winning. Everybody's different. Everybody's different how they do it. Some people don't even have unit size. They just come in and bet all types of different. I don't know how well that works for people, but people do it. Byron's in the house. I'm good. Good to be back. It's a couple days off. Sometimes you just got to get away from the ring light. It's bothering you. You see my face here. I'm like, oh, sometimes. Houston at home only allows one team to go 55 points. Houston off a loss, taking on Oklahoma State. Yeah. They gave up, 80 in that game? Not sure OKC is going to score 50 against Houston defense. I agree. Houston team total under. For the Rockets, or are you talking about the Cougars? Houston Rockets, again, I kind of like the under just in that game. They're off a back-to-back. They faded late. Knicks ended up winning that game. Lowly Nets. If you want to look towards the Nets, that's something I want to get involved in. 500 on the Wizards. Listen, I've bet stupidly before, But that's the thing here. And this is I put 500 on the Wizards. Is that his average bet size? What kind of cash does this guy have? What's his bankroll? You have people coming on. This is what I talk about, these percentages. Look at the money coming in. Well, if some guy who's loaded just loves the Giants comes in just bets the Giants every week, doesn't mean there's a lot of big money coming in. Well, it's worthless money. It's not smart. On the Mavericks. Najee's on the Mavs. Thank you. Get away from the spotlight. Number one capper set 25. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, well, how to get away from that? I'm having a good season, Mike's. But again, I don't get too confident, man. You've heard me say that. I'm having a good, college football, college basketball. We did good in baseball. NFL was so-so. I have small winning seasons in hockey and NBA. I'm not going to keep running and I'm going to bet a lot of games because I'm doing well. You got to, again, it's the old gambler superstition. I got to keep going what I'm doing. I'm not going to switch in February for college basketball and put out 15 games tomorrow night. Rockets, also like the team total, Oklahoma team total under Cougars. Yes, Okie stayed under against Houston Cougars, yes, and Houston Rockets team total under. I don't hate that. Like I said, I think it's an under game anyway. Back-to-back. They got tired late anyway. I don't disagree with you. Jacket bets, truthfully, many people bet in circles if you're not fully aware of the rules. Well, that's the thing. I mean, if Nick Nasty doesn't have a unit size, if you're just randomly betting all types of things, you go 1-1, you lose money. As opposed to just losing vig, you're actually losing money. Right? Or you go 2-1, you lose money because you had more money on the loser. You got to kind of balance out how you are. First half of it's probably the Rockets game. He's a Houston guy. I don't want to get involved with the Rockets. I thought about Florida State, so Hamilton is leaving. Is he getting sued? Is he? I knew he was stepping down at the end of the year. Did not know he was getting sued. Did not know that. Notre Dame on the road. I don't know. Again, didn't move the needle. I think, hey, run your race. You're a stallion with the blinders on. No, you can't have to run a race with blinders on. It's better to kind of have a little bit of idea what you're betting. Come on. That's bad, King B. Most of you guys are fraud, scammers, copy plays. Yeah, but still, how am I supposed to keep up with my losses? Listen, I'm not saying to keep up. I'm saying you have to keep track of how you're betting. Like because what you're telling me now is that if you win $100, the next day you lose $100, you're betting 200. So you're just doubling up all the time to get even. So you're not losing. That's not a no. If you keep it up all year, we'll add you to the Chinese calendar. Year of the Higgs, yes. I mean, listen, I had 60% across the board, all sports this year. Yeah, it'll be great. 6 lawsuits by players said he promised no money. Nah, I wouldn't worry about that. I mean, are the guys still playing for him? Absolutely get the money, says King D. Any thought for the spring training game, the Astros against Washington Nationals? No, I got nothing. I mean, come on. When is that? When is a spring training game? We haven't even had pitchers and catchers yet. All right, plays are in the chat. I'm getting out of here. I'll be back tomorrow. Took a couple days away. Didn't rest like I wanted to, but it is what it is. Midday my tomorrow. 20 to 100 on games. Okay, so here's the thing. So now you have of how you bet. And obviously you put the most on a game you like the most, which is fine, right? You like this game more. I do the same. Like the game more. I'm going to put a little more on this one. But other ones you kind of want to just kind of stick to, especially if you're voluming it up. If you keep them kind of flat, all the same, you'll build it up a little bit. I'm just saying the one you put 100 on, you lose. The one you put 20 on, you win, you're going to be like, oh, I can't believe I did that. You know, like why? It should be, and I get you want a little more on a game. And that's if I have a game in a week if I put out or that kind of stuff. And I put a little more on it. We're not putting everything on it. We're not just like, oh, man, you're 8-2 this week. I got game week. I'm gonna put it all on it. Well, you know what? I lose. I'm 8-3. You still should be up money. So what I'm saying is that if you're going to go big on a game, which is fine, but then you're going to feel like, and this is what the average person does. They're going to feel like they got to chase after that. Like, oh my goodness, I lost. I got to get it back. If you can say, all right, I lost. I'm still up. Let's get it back. And you can go back to $20, $25 a game and move on up. You know? Florida State's 2.5 versus Notre Dame. I would do $10 a unit. February 13th, so it's not desperate. February 13th. Valentine's Day is opening spring training day, huh? Wow. Man. What's that? 9 days away, Brandon. Wow. Again, yeah. You know, but you don't know her total bankroll. So $20 can be fine if she's doing 10 games if she's got the money. You know? Hey, listen, you got to have what, 10 times your bankroll? I'd say more for the average person. This is such a. This is why I really don't bring up unit sizes for people, King, because everybody's different. Everybody's gonna bet what they want to bet. I try to, we try to help give my thought, your thought, anybody in the chat's thought on that kind of stuff. But people are gonna do what they're gonna do. You like a game more, you're gonna put more on it. All right, I understand. I do it. I've done it. Pens on the edge. Oh, well, here we go. That's a whole nother conversation. That's a whole nother video. Speaking of edge, what's the edge? We're talking the old CLV. I mean, your inclined value of I want to beat opening lines, closing lines. I want to chase the steam. My unit size, it depends on the sport. Depends. I'm going to start out in the NFL, usually around like a nickel, 300, 500, because I want to start slow. I have a bigger bankroll, but I'm not just throwing dimes across the board on week 1 in the NFL. Same with college football. College hoops, 150, 300. I mean, but again, my volume is higher, especially in years past where I'd have 15 games a day. I mean, it's people, that's not a lot of money, 300. Well, I mean, you're putting $5,000, $8,000, $9,000, $10,000 a day in action. I mean, this is what I do. I mean, people put more. That's fine. I'm happy grinding out my stuff. Do I increase it as we go along? Yes. I mean, March Madness. Again, here's the thing about you're scaling up your plays, and I'm not. I get roped into. I'm doing something. I got to keep doing it. NFL, college football, baseball. I'm going to move, and even college basketball in the past. Normally, this time it's 1,500 a game, 2,000 a game, 3,000 a game. I'm going to move up because I'm winning, so I'm building up more. But my son's got college coming up, so I'm going to need a chunk of change for in August. I gotta hold things back for things. Buying a third truck. I can't just go where I'm normally going, winning or losing. So people will say you can't do that. Other pros are like, oh, it's terrible. Scared money. It's not scared money. I need money to buy a education. I need X amount of dollars for this. So mine's vary depending on huge expenditure that I have coming up, which I do. So the size wise, again, for sports, am I putting on hockey what I put on NFL? Heck no. Now, I mean, I was doing a show and someone was talking about like goal props for guys, like birthday props. Random props in the chat here, people bring up stuff. Gio bought up the player prop for a guy. I'll put 100 on it. I mean, just because I'm going to ride to people in the chat with their player props. But my bankroll is a lot larger than people in the chats. Smaller than big pro guys. But it's, hey, I do all right. Again, I don't talk about unit size. I don't come in and, guys do that, right? It's like, oh, look at my ticket. Why am I showing a ticket? I can show you fake tickets. What do I got to show fake tickets for? I'm in Atlantic City. You see me in person. I have cash in hand. You see me in Vegas. I have cash. See person. Here you go. This is what I got going on. I'm not in here. I mean, what is this? We got to, guys got to pull out my penis. Look at this. I've been this. It's not a lot of money. I have 8. What do I got today? 10 games. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 games. Just say on an average of like 3 a game. I don't know. You do that every single day. That's a lot of money because as much as I just bet a game because I think I'm undefeated, right? It's for my head. I'm 12-0 today. I'm moving on to tomorrow. I can go 3-9 and lose money. I've done it. I did 3-30. I did a 3-30 right here on the show. games I bet. How many people are going to handle a 3-30 run? Bet 300 a game. You'll be out of commission after like an 0-3 game. I got to take every day as if you're taking a donut, and then tomorrow I come in and take another donut, and then another donut after that. Nick, here's the thing, though. I've been betting since 1990. I've been serious since I guess the late 90s. I tried to get a little serious. And then mid 04s, 05, 06s, 07s, I got on the sites and really was trying to make money doing it. It's a long time to build a bankroll. It takes a long time. That's why, listen, I get what? Across the channels, a couple hundred views. That's fine. Bro, it ain't sexy. I'm not coming in here to tell you to do a bunch of crazy crap. It's a grind. How many people have come and gone in here since you've just been coming in the show saying they're crazy crap? On Twitter. You know how many guys I've people on Twitter I get like rando messages from, like every month or so I'll go into the messages of people who follow me and then like requests, and I save them all. I mean, going back again, this was a new account since 2019 because I lost the other account that I had since 2009, but I save them all in there, and I go back and click on to see how this guy's doing. The guy who's, you're terrible. Look at this. I'm selling picks. They're all gone. Just deleted. No, I mean, really got to delete a Twitter account? No, I'm not a big parlay guy. Very rarely. I mean, I piss around. We're gonna say, yeah. Do I piss money away on that? Yeah, I try not to. Potty trading a 2-year-old. There's a tough one. It's tough odds on that. You got it, King D. Again, would the show be a huge success and thousands of viewers if I did different crap? Probably. It's all right. I like what I did. Come in, talk to you guys for half hour, an hour a day. Try to make us some money. We usually do. Like what I say, great. You don't like what I say, great. You're going to come in and criticize me? I don't care, bro. I do not care. I come in here every day. Win, lose. I'm here. I'll be here tomorrow. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm out of here. Plays again. I'll put them one last time in the chat. I don't feel like running them down. There you go. They're in there. You're in here. I'm out of here. Back for midday money tomorrow. Bye-bye.